Good morning, children. Welcome to your English class. Today we will begin with lesson number 14 of your grammar, and the name of the lesson is the adverb. So, children, lesson number 14, and the name is the adverb. So, first of all, let's understand what are adverbs. Adverbs are words that tell us more about the verb. They add information about the verb by answering questions such as how. How means in what manner something is done, or when something happens, or where something happens. Means it tells about time and place also. So in other words, an adverb is a word used to add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So let's begin. Adverbs tell us about verb or how action was done. Now the car moved slowly. How the car moved? It moved slowly. So this slowly word is an adverb here. It shows how action was done. The children smiled happily. Now smiled here is verb, and it tells that how the children smiled. They smiled happily. So happily word is adverb here. Children, sometimes they tell us more about adjectives. Now you look absolutely handsome. Now handsome is adjective, and it add something to the to this word adjective word handsome, and that absolutely word added to it is adverb. This flower is very beautiful. Beautiful is adjective, and it adds something to this word beautiful, that is very. The flower is very beautiful. So they can also modify other adverbs. He worked extremely hard. Now it modifies adverb. The audition went very well. The audition went well. Well is adverb, and very is added to it, so it modify other adverb. So these all words are adverbs. Now children, how these adverbs are formed, let's understand this also. We can usually identify adverbs from their suffixes. Suffixes, you know, that the words that are placed at the end of the word, and that particular word is formed from it. So they are derived from adjectives. Like if I will talk about wise, wise is adjective, and when I will add ly to it, it will be wisely, and the word formed is adjective. So quickly, quick is adjective, and ly added to it, it becomes quickly, and it's an adverb. Okay. Now some these things are given here, that how they are formed, formation of adverbs by adding ly to adjectives as quick, slow, wise, kind, and then by adding ly to noun as day, daily, week, weekly. Ly is added to noun, month, monthly, year, yearly, and by adding ly to participle. Here hurried is past participle, and ly added to it, hurriedly, and it's an adverb. Then loving, ing, it's present participle, and ly added to it, lovingly. So by adding ly to participles, we can form adverbs. Now children, some adverbs are compounds of weakened to a and a noun. Now see, a foot here means on foot. A bed, a board, a head, asleep, away. So one thing children, you have to remember that not all words ending with ly are adverbs. Don't consider them adverbs. Some are actually adjectives. Let it be friendly. So friendly here is an adjective. So the all words ending with ly are not adverbs. So friendly is an adjective. Kindly, deadly. So these are adjectives. So children, some adverbs are compounds of on and a noun. So see a foot. On is now its weakened form is a. So it's a plus this noun, that is a foot, that means on foot. A bed, a plus bed, a bed. So compound verbs, these are paired with compound adverbs. They are paired with being with a noun, adjective or verb. So third is some adverbs are compounds of a preposition and an adjective. So it's a compound of a preposition and an adjective. Some compounds, some adverbs are formed from the combination of a preposition and an adjective. So these are the examples given here: a new, a loud, a fresh, along, beyond, below, and behind. Then D part. Children, sometimes many adverbs are formed by combining them with prepositions. Hereby, thereby, by is preposition, and adverbs are compounded with prepositions. So henceforth, herein, in is preposition. Then we have E part. Some adverbs are formed by combining a noun and an adjective. Noun and an adjective. They are formed from a noun and a qualifying adjective. So sometimes, meantime, meanwhile, yesterday, midway, otherwise. These all are adverbs which are formed by combining a noun and an adjective. Otherwise. Then you have, you can say, sometimes. Then if adverbs of number are formed like one, once, two, twice, three, thrice, four, fourth. One is more there, children, but it is not given in your book. Like adverbs formed from conjunction. Sometimes two adverbs are joined by a conjunction and used together, like again and again. So these are the adverbs which are formed from conjunctions: far and away, now and then, over and above, off and on. So adverbs, they are formed by joined by a conjunction, and they are used together. Now we'll talk about kinds of adverbs. Children, we have three categories of adverbs here. That is simple adverbs, interrogative adverbs, and relative adverbs. So first of all, we'll talk about simple adverbs. And under this category, simple adverbs, the first form is adverbs of time. Now, children, adverb of time, these are the adverbs which tell us when or what time an action takes place. And moreover, they answer the question when. They answer the question when. So, like I'll take example here. I visited my grandparents yesterday. Now it indicates the time of the action, that at when or at what time an action takes place. It was yesterday. So yesterday word is adverb, and it's adverb of time. Then we have examples in your book also. Do it now before my eyes. So now here is adverb of time. I shall be back soon. Soon. It's a adverb of time. And moreover, it answers the question when. When you will be back. I shall be back soon. Okay. We shall go for the movies today. Today here is adverb of time. What were you doing then? So it answers the question when, and moreover it tells us at what time an action takes place or it took place. Then adverb of place. Second category under simple adverbs is adverb of place. An adverb of place is one that points to the place or direction of an action it answers the question where. I'll tell you. Moreover, adverb of place tell us where or at what place an action takes place. So let's go through examples. I looked everywhere for the ball. Now where? It answers the question where. I looked everywhere for the ball. Then we have examples here. Come in. The lift is going up. The gun went off. Get out at once. What are you doing here, Shrikant? Now these all words in, up, off, out and here. They all are adverbs, and they are adverbs of place because they tell us where or at what place an action takes place, and also they answer the question where. Now come to the third category, third subpart of simple adverbs, that is adverb of manner. Now children, adverb of manner, it tells how or in what manner an action is done, and moreover it answers the question how. Okay, let's go through few examples. Harish laughed loudly. She sings well. How she sings? She sings well. He talked confidently. How he talked? He talked confidently. So it tells the manner of doing an action. Let's go through few examples given in your book. Walk fast or we shall miss the train. Fast, it's an adverb, and it's adverb of manner because it tells a manner of doing an action, and of force it answers the question how. Okay, the storm passed off quickly. Quickly here is adverb of manner. He has done his duty well. Now it answers the question how. The yoga teacher came in quietly. So quietly is adverb of manner. Our Jawans fought bravely in Kargil. How they fought? Bravely. So it answers the question how. Then we have fourth type, that is adverb of degree. Adverb of degree. Children, adverb of degree tell us the extent and intensity of an action, and it answers the question how much. Let's read this definition given in your book. An adverb of degree is one that points to the degree of a quality or etc. indicated by an adjective or adverb. It answers the question how much or to what extent. Let's go through a few examples. It is too much on your part, friend. Now they qualify an adjective or an adverb. So they tell the degree of a quality, or you can say the extent and intensity of an action. The temperature is fairly high. It's high, but how much? How much? That is, to what extent it is fairly high. It is very strange on your part. So very here is adverb. Then we have children, fifth category, adverb of frequency. Children, our adverb of frequency tells us how often or how frequently an action is done. Okay, and it answers the question how often. So let's go through a few examples here. He goes for a walk twice a day. How often he goes? He goes twice a day, and it tells the frequency, how frequently an action is done. Okay, then we have, we must always speak the truth. Always. This is adverb of frequency. It tells us that how often or how frequently an action is done, and it tells us, it answers the question how often. Okay, then we have how. Have you ever gone to Delhi? Ever word is adverb of frequency. I take tea only once a day. How frequently I take a tea? I take tea once a day. We often visit each other on off days. It tells the frequency of an action, how frequently it happens. Okay, they seldom go there. Now we have second category, that is interrogative adverbs. Now as the word suggests, interrogative. Interrogative adverb is one that asks a question about an action, quality, or it answers the question when, where, why, how. Let's see a few examples here. How did you solve the sum? Now it is in the question form and it answers the question. When the answer will be given, it answers the question, that is adverb of manner. How did you solve this sum? Manner means that in what manner an action is done. How did you solve this sum? Now this how word is interrogative adverb. Why have you come late? Now it's an adverb of reason. It's a adverb of reason. Why have you come late? So you have to mention here. You have to give reason for it, that why have you come late. So this is interrogative adverb. Where do you live in Jaipur? Now it's the interrogative of place. Means it tells us where or what, at what place an action takes place. Okay. So where do you live in Jaipur? This is interrogative adverb. When do you get up in the morning? Now it's the adverb of time. Means at what time an action takes place. Okay. So when did you get up in the morning? When the answer will be given, it answers the question of when. When. Okay. Adverb of time. I told you that adverb of time answers the question when. So as soon as we will see this word, we will say that it's interrogative adverb. Now the third category is, children, relative adverbs. Means a relative adverb is one that relates to clauses. So it is used as a conjunction. So let's see examples, then we will understand. The reason why he came late is not very convincing. Now this is why he came late is not very convincing. So this is this why word here is relative adverb, because it relates to clauses here and it is used as a conjunction here. Then we have Chandigarh, where I had my education, as a beautiful town. So where word here, children, it's a relative adverb. The year when he died was 2006. So it relates these two clauses and this when word is a relative adverb. So we are talking here about year and also when he died. So the year when he died was 2006. So children, now we will discuss about position of adverbs. So some are placed in front position, some are placed in mid position, and some adverbs are placed at end position. Okay, so let's study about that which adverbs are placed at the front position. So adverb of frequency, like sometimes. So such adverbs are placed in front only. Adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, adverb of time. Now here also not all the adverbs of manner or all the adverbs of time and place. So I'll tell you which words we can place. Like example, sometimes, that is of adverb of frequency, it is in first position, front position. Suddenly, adverb of manner, it is also placed in front positions in the sentence. Then adverb of time and place, like tomorrow, next to, they are placed in front. And adverb of certainty, that is perhaps, if I will talk about perhaps, it is placed in front. Then adverb of frequency, like always. He always has sandwiches for his lunch. So these adverbs are placed in mid. Then adverb of manner, like we have slowly word. So slowly is adverb. He slowly backed his car into the garage. So this slowly word is adverb of manner and it's placed in mid. Then adverb of time, like already. We have already eaten dinner. So it is placed in mid position. Then adverb of certainty, obviously. We are obviously going to need more help. So Adverb of certainty, like obviously it is also placed in mid. Then as adverb of degree, I can hardly believe you said that, hardly, and it is placed in mid. Then end position, some adverbs are placed at the end also. Adverb of frequency, like occasionally, he visits me occasionally. Then adverb of manner, like angrily, ending with ly, the horse whisked its tail angrily. Then adverb of time, like again tomorrow, it is used in front position also, and we can use it at the end position also. Journalist will be able to preview the exhibition tomorrow. Then adverbs of place, like here, bring the boxes here. So these adverb, position of adverb is some are placed in front also, mid also, and end also. Let's go through the examples given in your book. An adverb should be placed as near as possible to the word it qualifies. Okay. The position of the adverb sometimes changes the meaning of the whole sentence. Let's see. James often thought of marrying. Means it qualifies thought. Here it qualifies. James thought of marrying often. Now it qualifies word marrying. So it is placed as near as possible to the word it qualifies. And it also changes the meaning of that sentence. His only son died. It qualifies son. Here it means that he had one son and he died. Only his son died. Means the sons of others were safe. Only his son died. So these words, they are placed as near as possible to the word it qualifies, but position of the adverb sometimes changes the meaning of the whole sentence. So an adverb is generally placed before an adjective or another adverb it modifies. She is rather beautiful. Beautiful is adjective here. Rohit did not run very fast. Fast here is adverb. Very fast. Okay. So exceptions are also there. Enough is usually placed after the word which it modifies. You can see example. You are wise enough. Now it is placed after the word which modifies. But in the previous example, previously we have said, I told you that as near as possible to the word it qualifies, and sometimes it is after that word and sometimes it is before. Exception is also there. So he is strong enough to lift this box. Okay. Then